today. From Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season, Stu. Plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, Corey Clement, his first carry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Ray's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
The tackle made at the 40.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he had
rush coming, and he's taken down. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Shotgun now for Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. From the gun, it's Carr. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position. And I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league. But the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Here's Clement. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
And the Raiders' 3-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And a touchdown there on the short run.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Brandon, would you say they went from agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play?
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means. Extra point good by Prater. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and
And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. He'll look downfield for... It's caught at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. So much for a little 5-yard pass play to your tight end. They made him a deep ball threat there, and it worked out.
Times have changed, haven't they? Those used to be plays that we would clip and save because you didn't see it very often. Big tight end, deep downfield catching a pass. Now it's almost standard. That's a big part of everyone's offense. Get it to those guys because they're not just tight ends anymore. They're athletes.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Clement. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
1-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Corey Littleton coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, and now it's 2nd down.
Damon Arnett on the coverage.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 16 yards on the play, and it'll move the chains. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down.
Bengals 14.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Handoff, this is Clement. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Clement's the ball carrier.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Burrow getting this into the hands of Higgins. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Cincinnati Bengals. first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Clement. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. At the 23, it's second and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Now Burrow. Slant pass to Bullard.
Burrow's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's a gain of 8.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
37 yards.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now it's Burrow. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Complete to Auden Tate.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 16. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Oh, they'll try a jet sweep here with Higgins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The Bengals on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Max Crosby, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
25-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Raiders.
From midfield, here's Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Yards to go.
Carr to throw again. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Carlson on for the play.
He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But
and the Raiders have got him. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 32 on the play. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 44's Mike, 44's Mike. Check.
First down, here's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Burrow will throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Max Crosby in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Operating from the gun, Carr. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
And he knocks it through. So we've reached halftime. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
42 the mark, 42 the mark.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jacob Hollister, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The Raiders take over.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Carr, throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. 30, past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Clement. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And Tate's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It's a gain of
trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Clement. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, 55 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
Picked off at the 36. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Fine.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Raekwon McMillan. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now Burrow loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Here's Jacobs. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals set to take over.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punt.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Corey Clement, 82 yards. And it's for pride now, but the Bengals get a bit closer. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work.
A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jason Pierre-Paul. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. On 3rd down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. And even 50 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
From the gun, it's Carr. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the silver and black continue to roll. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
3-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, They see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
Yeah, he's had some good help up front to boot. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
48-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
53 to Monk. 53. Check 53. Let's go. Check.
Now Burrow on first down. Short pass to the tight end Hollister. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
10 at the 25-yard line.
53. Check 53. Check.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
That's another Bengals first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. One more time with Clement. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals gain a bit of respectability.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah, college, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
On first down, Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The Raiders on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is third and 10. From the gun, Carr. It's caught. Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On first and 10, here's Carr. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Carlos Dunlap make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. Operating from the gun, Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. The Raiders on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
To throw again, Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 21 yards away. And this offense continues to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
42.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Caught right side, Tate. 7 yards, the pickup there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Carr going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Las Vegas.
And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record. 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Now they set up the screen for Clement. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That's caught by Hollister. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
To Jacob Hollister.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Carr going to throw here. The left side completion to Jones. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
We got 4. 24 is the mic. I'm on. 24 is the mic.
Shotgun now for Carr. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
A gain of 29 yards. And a Las Vegas first down.
51, Mike. Mike 56-18. Express. Check.
Carr now on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive? And the Raiders have got him. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different